Hello. I's here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How goes it, everybody? Everyone doing well? Or, I know some of you have bad days. My day's kind of so far. It's being a day so far. I've been up since super early, and things did not go as I would have liked them to, so I'm a little bit like mad at myself. But also at the same time, some other stuff happened, and I'm like, life. Vibes be very good. Vibes be amazing. I like vibes. Vibes are nice. So yeah, days, hopefully the day will pick back up, because it's only like not even 9 in the morning for me, so hopefully things get better. Yeah, sorry there hasn't been audios like yesterday or today. Like, just there's been a lot of stuff going on with my family and my house and stuff, and I've been distracted, and it's been kind of killing my mojo. And whenever I get time to sit down and work on stuff, something else pops up, and I'm like, well, dang it. Hello, everybody. I'm sorry to hear about your family member. If it's any consolation, my grandmother isn't doing too well. She's pretty sick, and my uncle, who helps take care of her and also hired her to have nurses living with her 24/7, has said that she may not make it to the end of the year this year, which is really sad. But she's in her 90s, so it's kind of like, well, she's living a long, good life, so she's just at the end of it. But yeah, if I suddenly disappear off the internet for like 3 days to a week or more, it's likely something happened to my grandma, because my family's Jewish, and so when someone passes away, you have to bury them within 3 days of their passing. And then afterwards, the immediate family does something called sitting Shiva for about a week or so. Or basically, you just kind of hang out quietly and don't do much and just honor the person who passed. For kids, it's very boring, but for adults, it's kind of like a good time to reflect. So yeah, I kind of think it'd be disrespectful to stream or make content while I'm supposed to be sitting Shiva. Sorry if my voice is sounding scratchy. The weather where I live has been absolutely chaotic. It's like, for a couple of days, it'll be freezing cold and icy and bleh. And then it warms up to like spring temperatures and the pollen comes out. And then it freezes again. I'm like, make up your damn mind. So my allergies have been acting really stupid. Water bottle. Yeah, I really need to stop stressing myself over how often I put out audios. I really need to, because there's people who only put out stuff like maybe once a week or a few times a month, and they do okay. But I'm kind of like, I enjoy working. I enjoy creating. It, like, brings me fulfillment. So when I'm not being productive and like doing stuff, it's kind of like, well, what am I doing with my life? It's like, I don't know, you can kind of tell creators who create things because they're genuinely into it and passionate about it and, you know, like to, you know, create it, you know, exercise their brains and whatnot. And then you can kind of tell people who are just trying to cash in for some money. Because, like, usually they're the type who hops on trends and whatnot, and they're just trying to make bank. My week was all over the place. I had to go to a bunch of doctors. And I had to get my blood drawn, like, several times. Freaking vampires. The last phlebotomist to draw my blood, like, she was looking up and down my arms, and she's like, man, everyone else who took your blood blew out all the good veins. Man, this is gonna be tricky. Because I have very tiny veins that are hard to find and like to roll, and phlebotomists and nurses hate it. All I mean beware, because if you meet in real life, that's not good. That's not nice. Oh, I love cosplay. I haven't really done much lately, because, like, with coronavirus, there hasn't really been a point. Because, like, there's, like, no conventions or anything. No meetups, no nothing. And I don't have a very aesthetically pleasing house to, like, dress up in and take pictures in my house. It's not aesthetically pleasing. It's really not. It's very cluttered and chaotic, because I got pets, I got kids. I'm not the neatest, tidiest person. Neither is my husband. So it's chaos. It's pure chaos. But I've used to cosplay quite a lot. I've probably done in my lifetime at least 50 different costumes. At least. I kind of lost track. Okay, thank you for clarifying, because if you knew where I live, I'd be like, that would be a problem. Also, I chipped one of my nails, and I was very happy and proud of these nails, because they're so pretty. They're sparkly and like a combo of black with dark vampire red sparkles. And one nail on each hand has like a little white flame on it. It's so cool. I love nail art. And one of my nails chipped. R.I.P. my nail. F in the chat for my nail, okay? Favorite singer? Her name is Yona Lee. She's from, Sweden. And she's from several different groups based in Sweden. Hi! How's it going? I still can't move my arms because I can't get my leap to work. Need more water. I'm running out of water. By the way, water's good for you. You should drink water. So, who's gonna watch the Super Bowl today? Well, at least those in America is happening today. It's American football. Not the cool one the rest of the world plays, but like the one where they are all bulky and they run around with a not round ball and smacking each other's butts and stuff. Weird. My family claims they just watch it for the commercials, but I don't believe them. Should have my water over here. Where's my more water? There's my more water. Aha, water. Husband is doing alright. He's kind of over being deployed, like he's done with it. He's tired of being away. He's tired of just everything. He really wants to come home, and he was given an estimated date of, you know, returning. But that bars there being any weird weather that happens that could block the flights from happening, or if anybody in his group gets COVID, that's going to stop everything. So basically just it handles on the weather being good and everyone being healthy, that they come home on time. But I was not given the date because what he does is very top secret. And so outside people finding out the date of mobilization could be very costly. He'll pretty much tell me like the day or two before he comes home, basically when he gets permission to. Water. I'm trying to wean myself off things like soda, because I was drinking Diet Coke for like the longest time, and Dr. Pepper too, but mostly Diet Coke. And I'm trying to wean myself off it by drinking water, and I started drinking flavored water, but unlike my husband who like swears by it, to me it just tastes like medicine, especially the grape flavored water. Like I'm like, ew. This tastes like liquid grape medicine. Why does anyone like this? Yuck. So I'm forcing myself to drink regular water. I'm getting used to it. Getting used to the fact that there's no flavor. But it feels good. Hey howdy hey! Welcome people joining. Don't be shy. I don't bite. I just hang out and vibe. Unfortunately, this is YouTube, so I can't do a cheat stream where I just put something on and react to it, because that's some Twitch meta right there, but YouTube don't like that. I kind of wish YouTube was more open to like people like doing streams where they react to stuff and that kind of stuff. Like it's like it's just a thing. It's kind of transformative, sort of. So like, calm down, calm your kids. But YouTube's like, no calm kids here. Good day, good morning. I have tried lemon flavored water. See, I like water when there's like lemon put in it. But the artificial lemon flavored water, I'm like, it kind of doesn't taste right. Something off about it. Oh, thank you. Unfortunately, I'm probably gonna have this blood clot crap for like the rest of my life. So I'm always gonna be on like medication for it. So it's just like another thing. Another like thing to add to the laundry list of things that I have to deal with for the rest of my life. And I was like, whatever. Our meat suits crash and burn eventually. Hopefully mine lasts a while, but if it doesn't, it doesn't. At least there's pills to help keep it going. Why is my phone flashing? Phone, you're not allowed to flash. Stop that. Oh, y'all want more RP streams? Really? I wasn't sure if people liked them or not. Because I kind of got like mixed feedback on that. Hello. See, I like the day after Valentine's Day, because that's when all the candy goes on sale. Even like the expensive stuff. So it's really cheap. And that's when you go like stock up and binge on candy. But Valentine's Day itself is lame, except some restaurants are pretty cool. Especially some of the fancy restaurants will do like a special package deal, which is actually cheaper than if you were to go there any other day. And it's kind of nice to have like a fancy dinner with someone cool, whether it's a loved one or even just a friend. Because fancy dinners can be fun. Alright, if y'all want RP streams, I'll give you RP streams. I do have limitations as to characters, because I only have so many models, and I'm kind of broke right now, so I don't have the budget to get more made. But I'll find ways to do more RP streams, definitely. Just gotta figure out, like, timing and whatnot. Because I really don't want to break the immersion by, like, trying to RP, and then, like, one of my kids comes running in. That would break the immersion. I can do as far as YouTube allows. Several of my recent ones have gotten age restricted, which is a problem. Because not only does it mean, you know, you have to be logged in and your profile has to be over 18 to view the content, it means it can't be embedded into other sites because it doesn't work. You have to be logged into YouTube to see it. And it also tells YouTube that they can't trust your content to be for general audiences, and that tends to affect whether or not your stuff shows up in the algorithm. Basically, having too much age-restricted content can kill your channel. You hate oil painting? I loved oil painting back when I did it. It was relaxing. Albeit I liked acrylic more because it wasn't as stinky. Because, yeah, turpentine's really stinky. But I liked painting a lot back when I was in art school. I am far from a TikTok celeb. TikTok is one of those things where it's like, growth is growth. Like, you can grow pretty steadily on TikTok, but you still gotta get lucky to get serious growth and, like, actually get properly noticed. It's similar to YouTube in that way, but it does happen faster if you hit the right, you know, things at the right time. You just happen to find the right people who are willing to, like, share your stuff around and engage with it. Oh, plantains. I love plantanos. Hang on, I need to drink more water. I don't know why my mouth is very dry today. Probably the weather. My mother-in-law says for a dry mouth I should chew gum, but like, that would be obnoxious to do during a stream. Like, imagine me streaming or doing ASMR and you just hear the whole time. That's obnoxious. I do actually have a song. Let me look it up because I forget the name of the artist because I'm kind of dense. Okay. It's by She Wants Revenge, and it's called Tear You Apart. It fits us perfectly. And yeah, I'm getting hella close to 50k. It's pretty awesome. I'm excited. Even though someone told me, like, for being close to 50k, my analytics don't quite match up to the sub count. And I'm like, I don't know. I can't help that. I can't help it. People gonna do what people gonna do. YouTube gonna YouTube. My plan for Valentine's Day is to hopefully be able to be on the phone with Husbando for a bit. And chillax. Hopefully not get ditched all day with Little Fox. I love Little Fox. I love my baby. But there's only so much I can do with her in the house, especially when it's cold outside. And I get really antsy and frustrated when I'm like left alone for like hours on end, because there's only so much I can do with her in this house. There's a lot of stuff she can get into, so it's not like I can take her out of the playpen and let her wander around. No, that's like terrifying to me. I love you too, fine citizen. Besides, Valentine's Day is just an excuse for, like, card companies to sell cards and candy companies push their crap and stuff like that. It's all corporate malarkey. You can celebrate how you feel about someone any day of the year. It doesn't have to be a specific day in a specific month. Oh, my husband's in the Marine Corps, and he's a sergeant. And he's currently working his butt off to make staff. But contrary to what people outside the military think, sergeants don't get the best paychecks. The salary for a sergeant is eh. So it's not terrible, but it's not like what people imagine it would be, because sergeant's actually not that high of a rank. Aw, thank you, Emma. You're a sweetie. I always love seeing you pop into my chats. I played a bit of Ratchet and Clank when I was a kid, way back in the day, on like the old PlayStation I think was on. But I haven't touched it since. I've seen some gameplay online, but it's just not really my bag. You know, never doubt yourself with this whole like single forever stuff, because you never know. The right person may come along and you're not expected. Plus, if you're open to the idea, you can be part of like a polyamorous thing, where there's like a group of you who all loves each other, and you all vibe and like have your own little family of consenting adults. Oh, hello. Thank you. I don't recognize that language, but thank you. I wish I did recognize that language, because now I feel stupid, but thank you. Nice. Aw, I think y'all are awesome. Y'all are awesome possum. Good morning to you too. Okay, so that's what it is? It's 250? Okay. I wasn't sure because I can't translate things that easily. Chinese? I didn't think China could access YouTube. And I didn't think China allowed VPNs either. Bro, if you're Chinese, you must be being really sneaky. Kudos. Also, if you're Japanese, go hang out by Iwakuni and say hi to my husband. Yep. Japanese, okay. Go to Iwakuni. Go to the base in Iwakuni. Save my husband. Yeah, I'm terrible at languages. I used to be pretty good when I was younger, but as I've gotten older, I've gotten a bit of a bird brain. And I can't make heads or tails of anything anymore. Like, I used to be fluent in Hebrew. Like, reading it, writing it, speaking it. Now I talk to my family in Israel, and they're all like, "Are you dumb? Did a rock fall on your head?" Because I'm sorry, Israeli Jews can be very blunt. Just very blunt. I can still, like, read Hebrew and kind of write it, even though my writing's kind of chicken scratchy. But my ability to translate now is kind of awful. Japan's pretty cool. My husband would say Japan's pretty cool, just not when you're stuck there for work purposes. And you don't have much opportunity to travel. Because that's like his biggest complaint is that he gets some leave, but he would like to see Japan. Not being, because when Omicron happened, they got confined to the base, especially because there was a bit of an outbreak on base, and they're like, nope. The Japanese government said, okay, Americans, you're staying on your base. You can't leave. Keep your plague to yourself. And they've been kind of locked in for like over a month or two now. So all the soldiers are kind of going crazy. All I know about Roblox is that it's something kids play. And that's it. Oh, and that it also has a lot of microtransactions, is what I've heard. From, like, my parent friends who really regret letting their kids play Roblox. Heyo! How you doing? Oh, I've always wanted to do like one of those things where, like, you can like do axe throwing or an escape room or something like that. There's also even these places where you can just go and break stuff, like get your anger out and just break things. And I'm like, well, that wouldn't really work for me because it's very hard for me to get angry enough to break anything. But it'd be good for my husband. My brother played the Metal Gear Solid games, and I used to kind of watch him. That was kind of our dynamic. He would play a lot of games, and I would watch. And I would, like, backseat direct him playing the game, even though I had no idea what was going on. He's like, stop it. That's not where I'm supposed to go. I'm like, but you should try going that way. He's like, no. Quit backseat gaming. Stop it. Little Fox is doing great, She woke up briefly around like 6-ish and got her settled and she went back to sleep. She's probably gonna wake up in like a couple hours. And then Grandma and Grandpa told me that they'll take her for a little bit to give her some breakfast because they're cooking this morning and they're gonna settle her down, so I don't have to worry about it because it's been rough the past few days. She hasn't been letting me sleep. Hola. Buenos días. Hey, new subscriber. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I promise, I'm a chill person. Oh, I still technically am a sex worker, yo. Like that hasn't changed. The only thing that's happened is, coronavirus really did a number on the business, and I personally don't feel comfortable doing it while there's a pandemic going around, because, knock on wood, I haven't caught it yet, and if I did catch it, I would probably wind up in the hospital, so I don't want to catch it. So I do all I can to avoid, like, any risk of catching it. Okay, go fetch your sister. I should be on for like a little while. Unless I like get really tired all of a sudden, but that's probably not gonna happen because I'm gonna load up on caffeine. No, give me my gummies. I want my gummies. Give me. I'm doing good. Doing alright. Just kind of vibing. Living my life. Gummy, gummy. Now for some water. Hola. Doing alright, I suppose. How are you doing? Oh, thank you for popping by. Catch you later, and you're welcome, fine citizen. Oh, don't get me started on Doctor Who. Christopher Eccleston, the Ninth Doctor, is the most underrated Doctor ever. He deserved more seasons. He was great. I miss Angry Doctor. The David Tennant was bad. He was cute, but like, I liked Angry Doctor, who took no shit and wore a leather jacket. Like, yes, I like that. Yeah, they my vitamin gummies. Because I need like vitamin D and iron and stuff. Actually, I haven't watched Doctor Who in a while. Like, the new seasons, like, I kind of just gave up. Like, I heard they brought the Master back, and I saw clips, and I'm like, that's not the Master. That sucks. I'm not down for this. There's no sexual tension going on. This isn't correct. This writer sucks. I don't like this. I'm gonna wait until it's a better writer. I don't really have a favorite ASMR creator because I actually don't really listen to it all that much. Because it actually does nothing for me. It's just like, oh hey, someone's talking. Neat. And then my brain says if I want to listen to someone talking, I can just put on a podcast and like learn a thing and laugh if it's a comedy podcast. So, for me to sleep, I usually listen to podcasts. And sometimes I put on, like, rain or fireplace ambience. Though lately, I've been putting on Wiggles music because I share a room with my toddler. Alright, catch you later. Sayonara. What's going on, stream? Come on, stream. Come on. Come on, come on. Calm down. Yeah, I'm wondering if someone woke up and turned the device on. So it tends to mess with the internet. Well, if you're to be part wolf, it really depends on the kind of wolf, because there's like, you know, like timber wolves and red wolves and gray wolves, and they come in all different kinds of colors. It really depends on like which wolf you like. My favorite wolf ever was in Game of Thrones, and it was Ghost. I'm like, you're a good doggo. Like, Ghost was best wolf. I see it as being kind of like a red wolf. Like a Mexican red wolf. I have been to a Great Wolf Lodge. I've been there a couple of times. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Got some nice wave pool and some fun slides. And, well, the hot tubs get kind of crowded. They're full of old people. Can't really vibe. But the rest of it's pretty fun. I never got a chance to do any, like, the special games or anything. Because, last time I went was before I had kids, so... Like, there was, like, no point, because a lot of stuff that you can do is, like, meant for kids, and I'm like, well, crap. I'm 19, I can't do this. Red wolves are some of the chillest wolves ever. If likes are ever disabled on a video, it might be done by YouTube. They have been royally screwing with my channel, and it's been ticking me off to no end here. Let me check to see if I got a notification from them about that. Because they have been really ticking me off with some of the crap they've been pulling. Yep. YouTube turned off the likes. I just filed a thingy with their support thing. Hopefully they'll restore it. Yeah, I got a little ping on my thing that YouTube said. It's like, due to suspicious activity, we will not allow people to leave likes on this video. It caught your attention, didn't it? Hell yeah. If Lemon Leaf is back and back for more than 5 minutes, I hope she uh, displays some honesty, integrity, and transparency, and fully explains what she's been doing. That she doesn't just pretend that, like, she didn't disappear, nothing happened. Or that she's not just coming back to upload something to keep her monetization. Because how the partner program works with the monetization is you have to have uploads within a 6-month period. If you go 6 months or longer without a monetized upload, you risk getting kicked out of the partner program and losing monetization for good. So if it's been 6 months or longer, YouTube will like ping you saying, hey, you haven't uploaded in a while, you risk being kicked out. Check to see when her last upload was on her channel. If it was like roughly 6 months ago or a little bit less, she's probably uploaded something to keep her monetization on. Six months to the upload? Okay. I'm not gonna say I'm calling it, but I'm calling it. She wants to keep her partner program status and her monetization going. Because even if she's not uploading, if she has content that's still monetized and people are watching it, it's still getting ads. It means she's still getting money from old content. I do like getting my ears pet. And see, the reason why I know about the whole 6-month thing is I actually bothered to read the partner program contract, which most people skim, because I wanted to know what I was getting myself into. And they have it in there. It's like you have to upload within a 6-month period or you risk losing your benefits. Everybody can pet me, just so long as you pet like ears, hair, and tail and nothing else. You know, community posts don't count towards monetization. They count kind of towards engagement, but not towards monetization. So yeah, okay, so if Lemon goes, if Lemon doesn't go back to regularly uploading content, even if it's just like once a month or so, if this is it for a while, then I'm correct. And she's just trying to save her monetization. So, we'll see. It'd be great if she actually comes back to regularly uploading and interacting with her core audience again and, having her community back. But she very well could be invested in new endeavors and just, doing the bare minimum so she doesn't lose money. Hey, howdy, hey. Doing pretty decent. How's you? Oof. Big oof. So no explanation or anything as to like why she went poof? That's kinda sus. Hi, hi. I don't know what's going on. We're just chatting and vibing. Just chatting and vibing. You're welcome to chat with me on the Discord server, but I don't really friend many people in Discord, other than other creators I like talk to, and people who like commission me so I can talk to them more quickly and efficiently, and like friends of mine. Just because I can only keep up with so much, you know. I don't like getting bombarded. I live a very like low-key life. I had high hopes for Jodie Whittaker, and she started off pretty strong, but she suffered the fate of having terrible writing given to her. Thank you, and it's gonna get updated probably in a month or so with my new 2022 look, and it's gonna be great. Because this is still my 2021 look. And Quitchy did my look for 2022, and it looks boss. I wouldn't say you're all nobodies, because, like, y'all are chatting with me here. It's like y'all are vibing and engaging and whatnot. It's just, when it comes to one-on-one interaction, I am very introverted, and I don't like small talk. I really don't. I feel awkward. So unless I already have, like, rapport with a person in some way, shape, or form, it's really hard on me. Well, both my kids are doing great. Oldest one just turned 8 and is doing well in school. Little Fox is 20 months old and running around and babbling. Not quite fully talking yet, but babbling. I have a laundry list of things I'm working on that are, like, you know, in various stages of completion. Like, some are just drafts to be recorded, some are recorded that need to get everything else added to them, some of them have all the stuff ready and just need to be edited, and some of them just need the finishing touches and need to be queued to be uploaded. It just takes time and motivation for a lot of that. Yeah, if she's in Hololive, definitely it could be a thing where she can't say anything. She probably sold her soul to them. Because I've heard through the grapevine that with companies like Hololive, you basically sell your soul. And that's why I have, like, no aspirations of joining a group like that. Because, like, they opened auditions again, and people were all hyped up, and a couple people DM'd me asking, like, oh, are you gonna audition for Hololive? And I'm like, hell no. I have integrity. And yeah, it may, you know, be a ticket to a bigger paycheck, but is my sanity and my soul really worth it? And my freedom? Yeah, it hasn't been outright said, because the people in Hololive really aren't supposed to give away their other internet personas or who they are in real life. But She allegedly lemon leaf is fauna. Allegedly. That way, in case she's not, I don't get in trouble for saying that. I do know that there was a huge shit show when that group of Hololive people were announced and debuted and stuff. Like, there was a huge shit show. Part of it from bitter people who didn't make it in, and part of it from bitter people who apparently knew or thought they knew people made it in and just were freaking out. Oh, you're welcome, Executioner-chan. I'm glad I'm able to help you, I really am. It makes me feel good knowing that I'm able to help people. Like, it makes all the blood, sweat, and tears I put into my work, like, feel worth it, you know? Because I'll be honest, I don't make any money from YouTube. I make, like, if I get, like, stuff from streams, that's something. But I've turned ads off on uploads for, like, the past month or so, because I noticed when I did that, the viewership increased, which is more important to me, because I'd rather more people see and engage my content than there be, like, any potential revenue on it and it not going anywhere because it gets limited ads. Because most of my stuff gets limited ads and it doesn't go anywhere, and I'm like, well, screw you, YouTube. So rather than risk that, I just turned it off. Well, catch you later, Nathan. Thank you for popping by. My family's doing pretty okay. My mom broke her hand doing some work and she fell, but she's doing better. She's healing. Everyone else is doing all right, except my grandma, but she's old and things are happening. My friends are doing pretty good. They're doing all right. I haven't heard anything too bad from them, other than several of them back in like December into January got Omicron. I might do a MILF listener ASMR as like an F for F kind of thing. Because I have been getting more requests for stuff for ladies, so I'm going to try and work harder on that. I do Twitch streams, but I don't do it under this username anymore. I actually stream on Twitch usually 2 evenings a week, sometimes more if I have the time. And I do a variety of stuff. I do live ASMR, I'll play a variety of games, I'll chat and go on deep dives about internet history, because I've been there. I've been there since the early days, since the before times. My favorite big cat species. Ooh, That's tough. Probably the clouded leopard. Because they are so pretty. Oh no, my husband's not my first love, even though I've loved him for a long time, even before we got together. My first true love that I felt something for was a little over 10 years ago. And stuff happened and my heart got completely shattered. Fun times. Bye. Catch you later, Zach. Thank you for popping by. I think, Emma, I see you as a serval. You would make a cute serval. Oh, here, I will paste my Twitch in the chat. Give me uno momento. Why did I do that? No. My stupid keyboard is stupid. Oh, servals are really cute. They are really cute. If you know what a caracal looks like, they look like caracals, except they're more of a golden color, and they're spotted and a little bit stripy, and they're cute. I'm not super into K-pop. There's some songs from various groups that are like kind of catchy to me, but I don't like dive into the K-pop. No, I didn't type the entire link. I copy pasted it. It's just my keyboard was being stupid and I had to like adjust it because my keyboard's dumb. It doesn't help that the keyboard is like a foot away from my arms and I have to like hover over it like because my desk is just all fuckery right now. You don't want to know what my desk looks like. You don't want to know. It's pure embarrassment. There's so much crap on it that I need to go through and just... Basically, I need to take a shovel to my desk and just like shovel stuff into like a dumpster and then just yeet it into the sun. I have like a giant ass printer on my desk. Like a printer, scanner, fax, copier thing combo unit that has been touched probably almost 10 years. And I doubt still works, but it's still sitting there. No need for it. It could totally get yeeted into the sun. Caracals are adorable too. I love me some caracals. My least favorite character in any anime. That's tough, okay, because when I was like younger, I used to get like pissed off at characters that would like get in the way of my pairings. But as an adult, I realized I was incredibly stupid. So it's hard for me to say. It's really hard for me to say, because even villains, I can kind of understand their motivation sometimes. Oh, in Nana, the manga and the anime, I think his name was Takumi or something like that. The guy from Trap Nest who got Hachi pregnant and was a complete dick about it. Yeah, I hate him. I never got into Fairy Tail. Like, I tried it because I had, like, friends into it. Never got into it. I was kind of like, I kind of feel this, but I kind of don't. My favorite dinosaur species. That's tough because I like so many. Probably the Parasaurolophus. The Parasaurolophus. Because they have that thing on their head, and they got like the duck bill. And apparently how they make their noises is they would like vibrate that crest on their head. And it would make like a noise. And I want to know what that noise sounds like. I'll have to look it up through my library. I can't remember off the top of my head. Because I tend to just pull stuff out of libraries. And what pisses me off is that the libraries that I pay subscriptions to are like, this is royalty free. This is copyright free. You can use this in your content, you know, online, whatever. And yet, you know, sometime later, someone goes in and claims it. And it's like, what? You dicks. Because sometimes it is the original artist who basically either, you know, negged on their contract with the library company, or it's some other entity claiming to represent the artist, trying to get money and shit. And I'm like, you dicks. Hey friend, nice to meet you, Aura. Thank you. Yo, oh my gosh. I wish I could show you guys. Maybe I'll show it briefly on Twitch stream on Tuesday. But, oh my gosh. Okay, so there is a girl who's essentially a real life anime lolly. And I'm not talking like a little kid that people are going, you know, blah 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 for. I mean, like, basically it's a person with a medical condition, like a severe one, where her growth got stunted and she's 22 but stuck in the body of an 8-year-old. So it reminds me of these lolly characters that look like kids, but who are like, no, she's not a kid, she's actually a 1,000-year-old demon. So it's perfectly okay. Oh, I hate false accounts claiming copyright because they do that to me all the time, and I have to like try and fight them, and I'm like, you guys are dicks. Family's doing alright. Family's doing alright. Oh yeah, like I watched the little documentary about the chick who's 22 but looks 8, and she's saying, she's like, I'll probably never be able to date or fall in love or get married so long as my body's like this, because going out in public, people think something strange is going on, and I attract all kinds of creeps and I don't like it, so F my life. I don't know, to me, if a character is drawn and looks like a child, I don't care if their lore makes them a million-year-old demon, witch, Cthulhu, whatever. They still look like they're 5. And you're attracted to that. Ew. Get away from me. Here, I will link to a really, really good video by one of my favorite creators, Michelle McDaniel, who talks about it. Like, she does an amazing job. Okay. I'll look it up real quick. If I can spell. Oh great, now my cat's being obnoxious. Okay, found her. Okay. Copy link. Bidoof. Bidoof. Doing good. I'm doing good. Doing good. I thought about doing an Alice going down the rabbit hole roleplay, but I would play it kind of differently. Instead of fantasy elements that people tend to do, I would play it more like the how do I put it? The alleged lore that everything in the story is like an acid trip. So I would basically play it like she's going on like she had some shrooms and she's just tripping balls or whatever. I know this room is rad. It's all cyberpunky. I wish my actual room looked like this. That'd be nice. The problem is, I've seen other creators do Cheshire Cat RPs, And even if I do my own, like, twist on it, I don't want to be accused of being a copycat, because I've gotten that before. Even if I came up with the idea completely on my own, it just so happens someone else did it. And it just frustrates the crap out of me. Well, let's just pray that, like, when Husbando gets back, that we can get our finances together to A, replace his car, because it still has severe hail damage and got declared totaled, even though his mom was still driving it. And we acquire a new house, because our current living situation is just too cramped. It's not feasible for much longer, and we need a new place to live. By the way, I highly recommend Michelle McDaniel. Her channel is called My Thoughts Would Probably Offend You. And just to warn you, if you are, like, really, really pro, like, health at every size, and you believe that even at 600, 700 pounds a person's healthy, she may not be the right person, because she is she's a cosplayer, but she also works as a personal trainer. But she comes from a place where she used to be morbidly obese. So she tends to, you know, use her history to kind of, like, you know, help relate to people. Basically saying it's like, you know, you could go from this to this just through willpower, hard work. And it takes time. And it takes, you know, motivation. But you can get there. Because she described how, like, she used to have all these health problems. And how most of them went away when she started taking care of herself. And she's very motivational. She's also hilarious because she memes like crazy. Like, even when she's talking about something serious, she'll just throw a meme in there and it's funny. My husband enlisted before we even got together. He enlisted because he was inspired by a friend of his who enlisted. Do I hate? I don't hate oil painting. Actually, I enjoy oil painting. However, because turpentine is incredibly stinky, it gets to me after a while, and I have to take frequent breaks, and so it takes longer. So I tend to prefer acrylic painting. I really wish she wouldn't, like... I don't know if she would, because she's personally against copyright claims, but you can never be too careful, or else I would show you a piece of a Michelle McDaniel video, because some of hers just, like, really hit me in the giggle dick. And she does a lot of stuff in cosplay too. And her cosplays are amazing. I can't enlist. I have a disability. That would prevent me from enlisting. My favorite bear species? Probably the the sun bear, because they're pretty chill. Let me check a few things. Okay, that's going. Okay. Well, of course military knows where I live. They had to for me to get my ID card, so I can get on base and go shopping. Koala bears are not bears. They are marsupials. They're like kangaroos. I can't do earbuds with this mic because I'm using my streaming mic, which doesn't really have very many ASMR qualities. Koalas are cute. Albeit they're not the brightest, but they're cute. Okay, so here's a show that it did end, like a year or so ago, but I believe it's still on Netflix, and I highly recommend it. It's called Shameless. I know there was a version done in the UK, but I'm recommending the American version done by Showtime. It is very well done, and there's a character named Ian who goes through a whole character arc, and part of it is his diagnosis with bipolar disorder. And psychiatrists around the world have applauded the series as well as the actor for it being one of the most honest, realistic portrayals of the disorder ever on television. I actually had the pleasure of meeting the actor, Cameron Monaghan, at a convention, and I nearly broke down crying shaking his hand because I have bipolar, and it was just so relatable. I'm like, you did it right, dude. Thank you. Most animals are carrying cases for so many diseases, and that's why we need to stop invading other animals' habitats to make room for farmland and crap, because we can unleash all kinds of diseases that normally wouldn't be touched by humans because they are in these other habitats that people don't go into. Welcome back, welcome back. Oh yes, I am very transparent about the fact that I have bipolar. Got bipolar, ADHD. My psychiatrist thinks I might be on the autism spectrum, but I'm not like a lost cause, so he doesn't really think it affects my life that terribly. He just notices my brain just kind of acts weird. Well, not weird, but like, just, I kind of function differently. But he's more concerned about my bipolar, my ADHD, and my crippling anxiety. That's a problem. Phones can come in handy. Because they're like mini computers. Well, considering I don't work outside the house anymore, at least not until COVID calms its tits and things get safer. There's nothing going on right now. But when I was last there was this... I hate using this word. There was a total, like, bitch just trying to make life difficult for me. Like, she was really going out of her way to make life difficult. And it took all my willpower to not try to start shit with her. Because I knew that management, no matter what, would take her side. Even though she was the one wreaking havoc on me. Well, thank you, Oda. Appreciate you. Yeah, this chick was just a petty... I assume jealous in a way, but mostly a petty bitch. She would shit talk me to coworkers and to get them to not talk to me. And then she would shit talk me to customers whenever she could. So then they wouldn't talk to me. And she'd essentially would try to steal my clients. And I'm like, you're a real C-word. Because I actually know some things about this chick that, you know, if people found out could possibly cost her job, even though she makes a lot of money for the business. She does a lot of things under the table, to say the least, and that's not permitted. She, I'm not going to give out her full working name, but she does go by Rachel. And she and I, we used to be friends. Like, way back when I started doing that job, we used to be friends. We used to be tight. We used to, like, hang out and chat and vibe. But I had the audacity to try to save her from a literal stalker who found out where she lived, her legal name, the name of her family members, and had full intent of, like, going to her house and stealing her away and just crazy stuff. And I had the audacity to tell the management of the business about that and show them all the emails this guy was sending me of all his plans. Because he assumed that me being friends with her, I would help him out. And I'm like, fuck no. And so they basically blacklisted him from coming to the business, which meant he couldn't spend money there anymore. And, blocked him from her work email so he couldn't contact her. And when she found out that I was the one who reported it, she got so pissed off. Because apparently he spent a lot of money on her. And like, really? Is money worth, like, your fucking safety? Plus, she just thinks she's hot shit because she won an award that she kind of, I wouldn't say cheated to win, but she definitely pulled some strings. She basically did a lot of things to butter up the voter base to convince them to vote for her. So yeah, it was kind of a messy thing. I like some anime, but I don't really play anime games. I do sometimes play visual novels though. My favorite Pokemon is Espeon, because Espeon is awesome and cute. Because Espeon is psychic, and I like psychic Pokemons. I have the suspicion that because of all the meta going on Twitch in terms of like reaction content, between people reacting to just YouTube stuff and also reacting to movies and TV shows, that Twitch may soon crack down the way YouTube did. And boy, are a bunch of those streamers gonna get screwed. I have not played the new Pokemon. Is it for the Switch? Because I have a Switch. It's still in the box, unopened. Because I just haven't had the time or the energy to hook it up and deal with it. Plus, I have legit fear that my kids would break it. Plus, when I play a Nintendo game, I'm playing Smash Brothers, and I'm playing as Samus. Because Samus is the best. Fight me. She shoots the whoop. Willem Dafoe would make a very weird Spider-Man. It'd be like that one meme. The hello fellow kids. It'd be like that meme. I like the games where Zelda can become Sheik. Because I used to do that. I used to be like, I'm Sheik now. Screw this dress. Hang on, here, noise. Trying to figure out what it is. Is it an animal? Is it a person? Is it a child? Is it a ghost? YouTube hasn't quite cracked down on React content yet, unless you're like Jinx Reloaded, where like you just play videos and like just stare at them. They kind of cracked down on that, but yeah, you have to offer on YouTube for React content. You have to offer a lot of commentary. Like you literally have to stop like every like 10 seconds and say something about it, more than just haha this is funny or this is cool. You actually have to say something and then go on and then pause and say something, go on, pause, say something. You have to like commentate on it and transform it. You can't just sit there and go, ah, this is a funny video, isn't it funny, guys? Ah. But I'm betting, especially considering people are literally watching TV shows and movies on Twitch, that something's gonna happen and someone's gonna crack down. Especially when people stream like stuff that's like behind a paywall, like off Netflix or something. Yeah, because a lot of people don't seem to understand how fair use works. Fair use, you can't just like take someone's content and like laugh over it and say that's fair use. You have to add something to it or do something to make it like parody. That's why a lot of adult companies get away with, you know, adult parodies of movies and TV shows, and they don't get sued. It's also acceptable if you work for an actual news organization and you're using it for a news report. That's acceptable. There's stipulations with fair use. I only really did one watch along, and that's with a really old movie called Orca, which I think the copyright expired by now because it's so old and like no one cares about it. And I pretty much talked through the entire thing anyway, explaining like how they did different scenes and whatnot. I'm like, that's a real whale, that's a fake whale, that's a real whale again. You know what that whale's name is? That's Naka. And that one's Nepo. They're cute, aren't they? Look at them jump. Hi people. I know a little bit of Spanish, tiny bit of Japanese. I used to know Hebrew, and then I lost it because I've been Americanized too long. I know a bit of Latin. Just a little bit, though. I took a couple years of Latin in high school. Yeah, I don't know why I put on Alice in Wonderland. I think I was high that day. And I'm like, I want to share, like, something that you can get high to. And don't worry, I'm not a druggie. I'm a very responsible adult. Just sometimes, when your kids are in bed, and you have your me time, you want a little bit of just some vibe and relaxation. You want to partake in the devil's lettuce. And let it mellow you out. And make things extra funny. Well, catch you later, Aura. Hope to see you again soon sometime. Because it's been like hard enough for me to regularly stream on Twitch, especially with my like health stuff going on, I am going to try and do streams on here more often, at least roleplay streams, because again, I had no idea y'all like them so much. I'll try, but even as this, I like catching up with y'all, you know? I like my stream fam. Yeah, there's this one audio I need to record that I need to like take an edible and toke up a bit first, so I'm extra hungry, so I can actually eat for it because it's a mukbang. Because I haven't done a mukbang audio in probably like a long time. I think close to a year? A little less than a year. It's been a while. So it's about time I did one. But right now, my stomach is just dumb. And it can only handle very little food at a time. Like, I'll go out to eat at a Japanese restaurant. And I'll eat like a little bit of miso soup. Maybe a couple pieces of gyoza. And one sushi roll. And be fine. I'm sorry, my friend. I stream at weird times. Usually, though, you can count on me streaming on YouTube. Either, like, in, like, the mid-morning hours of Central US time. Or, like, at weird o'clock in the morning, Central US time. Maybe once in a while in the afternoon if, like, Little Fox is being quiet and mellow or napping. And my laptop works. But otherwise, yeah. Just weird times. I don't have preferences for like physical traits. I'm more about personality because I think personality shows through physical appearance. Like if you're a jerk and nasty, it's gonna show through in your appearance. Hey, howdy, hey, my friend, how you doing? Oh, I need a new cartridge for my vape pen. And the person who hooks me up with it can't seem to get a hold of any. It makes me sad. Hang on, give me a sec. I'm gonna text him and see if he has any idea when he's gonna get more in. Because I need it. My relaxation needs it. I cannot type. Yeah, I suck at typing on the phone. I have nails. Yeah, I caught that email. I saved it. I'm gonna reply to it as soon as I do some research on the game. Oh, you're baking a cake? That's cool. I'm doing okay, doing okay. And hello to Extreme, how you doing? To my stretchy stretches. I gotta like stretch a lot and like move my joints around a lot to help keep the blood flowing so I don't get clots. I get it, I feel you. I get the enthusiasm. Orky is actually gonna be in her first collab pretty soon if things work out with the other people. It's gonna be on their Twitch channel. And it's gonna be like a goofy hot tub stream. Hello, hello friends. I thought it was funny. I posted on TikTok asking, like, who should I collab with? And of course, people suggested several VTuber people. And then I got a bunch of people going, Nuxtaku, Nuxtaku, Nuxtaku. And I'm all like, oh god, if Nuxtaku discovered Orky, that would be pure insanity. Sometimes I feel old for my age, but a lot of times I actually feel young. Like, I don't feel my age. Mentally, I feel like I'm probably like 24, 25. And I turned 32 this year. Oh, catch you later, Zach. Hope you have a good day. No, it's not a pet fox. It's a representation of my toddler, whose nickname is Little Fox, who's not actually in the room with me. Unfortunately, she can't be in my office anymore. I don't have space for a playpen. It used to be I'd keep her in the office with me when she could be in like a bouncer or a rocker or whatever, because I didn't take up much space. And I could, like, you know, tend to her, you know, feed her, pull her off on my lap and whatnot, but she's now too big and there's not enough room in the office for a playpen. If I can get my laptop to cooperate with the Wi-Fi again and not drop signal, I may be able to stream from my laptop once more and load this model onto it and be able to stream while I'm downstairs with her playing. So I would probably have to really lower the volume on her music because they might pick it up and copyright claim it. YouTube be that sensitive. Different kinds of ASMR works on different people. Like, there's some people who consider like a 1 hour just rain shower sound to be ASMR, or like just the sound of like a car engine ASMR, the sound of like people like walking in boots ASMR, the sound of like people just chewing gum and not talking, just chewing gum. All kinds of things. Uno momento, por favor, everybody. Give me a sec. Because someone knocked on my door. Sorry about that. It was the older child wanting to be like, I want to do all these things. And I'm like, we physically can't do these things. She wants to go for a walk outside to the park. And it is literally like 30 degrees out. So, like, that's just not possible. By the way, sorry if you hear random noises in the background. My eldest child, despite being told to be quiet because people are sleeping, does not know the concept of inside voice. I swear, if she gets the parrot squawking, I'm gonna like, oh, I get so frustrated because that bird's been giving me such a headache lately. Oh, I love babies with fluffy hair because my little fox, my toddler, she has very soft fluffy hair, and I can't help but pet her because she's so adorable. Little Fox's favorite thing to say right now is she'll go, wow, oh wow, wow, and it's so cute. She also likes to go, no, 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 and it's cute too. Especially because she'll say no and then let you do something anyway, like when you try to feed her and she's like, no, no, no. And then she'll open her mouth for you to feed her. So she probably doesn't know what no means. She's like saying it. Are cute parrots? It depends on the parrot. I've seen some cute parrots, but mine was cute once upon a time. When she was younger, she was pretty cute. She would make cute little birdie noises and eat her little birdie snacks and play with her birdie toys and hang out and be kind of snuggly. And then she went through birdie puberty, which is pretty much the same age as when humans go through regular puberty. So she had birdie puberty, and after that she became like an asshole. The only person she tolerates is my stepdad. Everyone else she will squawk and scream at and even try to bite. And she used to be really friendly to me. Like when I was a kid, I could like hold her, put her on my shoulder, give her treats, play with her. Like she was great. Now I go up to her even to just give her a treat because she loves peanuts. I'll go up to her and give her a peanut. She'll lunge at me to try to bite me, and I'm like, no, bitch, I have a peanut here. And I just like will like stealthily drop the peanut in her bowl and run away because I'm like, I don't want to get bit. So I think there are some cute parrots out there, but mine's not one of them. I watched a bit of Attack on Titan when it like first came out, but it's too like gory for me. I can't take it. I'm not too big on gore. It's weird, I can kind of handle Berserk, like the old Berserk, because it's just such old school animation that the gore is not hyper realistic, but it's kind of hyper realistic in Attack on Titan, and it just kind of just squicks me out. I keep getting these emails from a store called Zoomies. And they keep wanting me to buy stuff. And I'm all like, Zoomies, you don't carry my favorite brands anymore. I want nothing to do with you. Oh yeah, the family is having talks. We're thinking about seeing if there's anybody with the same species that has a male who wants to breed, and giving her to them so they can be like a breeding pair, because she might do better as a mated parrot instead of a family pet. Birds are kind of like dinosaurs. They're descendants of dinosaurs. And welcome back, welcome back. So how it goes, everybody? Y'all vibing? Enjoying your time here? Cause I'm feeling the vibes. I'm half tempted to like hit up my vape, but I gotta save it. Gotta save it before I do that mukbang. Cause I don't know when I'm gonna get a new cartridge in. Sucks being in an area where I don't have access to them in a store. Kid is so loud. I'm like, why are you so loud? Why you do this? Tell you to be quiet so you don't wake people up. Yet you're loud. Why? Why? Oh, hello! Hello from South Africa. Awesome, South Africa. That's pretty far away. That's neat. Oh great, now the bird's awake. I just heard a little squawk. It's probably gonna get worse. You might hear her. Please, please don't squawk. Please don't scream. God damn it. Please don't. Please calm down. Please calm down. Damn it. Well, I guess now the whole house is gonna freaking wake up. Even though the other people in the house on weekends don't like to get up before 11:30 because they stay up late. Oh, I like owls. Owls are cute. They're interesting. Oh, hello, Heater. How are you doing? You haven't kicked on in a while. Just be glad I don't have my ceiling fan on, even though I kind of need to, because the air is getting a little stuffy. Because it is so loud. Some people, and I've had it on during my Twitch streams, have heard it, and they're like, what's that whirring sound in the background? And I'm like, that's my ceiling fan. It's old. It sucks. I really need to... I either need to have someone look at it to see if maybe there's just some loose bolts or something, and that's why it's making noise, or if it's just old and needs to be replaced. Because I've had this ceiling fan since 2003, so holy shit, it's almost 20 years old. Go check your cake. Let me know how your cake is. Hopefully it comes out delicious. I wanted to make cookies, but when I went to the store, nearly all the ingredients for cookies were like panic bought. People panic buy so much crap in this area, it's crazy. Yet there was toilet paper left. I was surprised. My favorite thing about owls is that when people call John Oliver a human owl, because I can totally see it. He's an owl in human form. I don't know if y'all can hear my bird. Would I ever make a Yandere video? Hey, people who've been around a while, have I ever made a Yandere? I've probably made like at least 50, if not more, Yanderes. I like make them at least a few times a month, on a good month. Like seriously, just go into YouTube search, type Kitti makes Yandere, and you'll get a laundry list of different Yanderes. They come in all shapes, sizes, and various levels of insanity. It's because the weather changes around here. The fact we're getting like cold fronts and freezes and stuff. That's what's making people panic buy. It's mainly the crazy weather is making people go crazy. I don't know if y'all can hear my bird or not. I don't know how sensitive my stream mic is. Okay, she's being quiet right now. But you never know. She might start up again. I swear, if that bird woke up the baby after the night the baby had, I'm gonna, like, yeet the bird into the sun. Not really, but I feel like that would be a good thing to do. Just yeet the bird. How do you yeet a bird, considering they can kind of fly? Well, my bird can't really fly, because she screwed up her wing when she was young on purpose, because she didn't want to fly. So now she's a Goonie bird and just kind of, like, hobbles and flops to the ground. Hey, howdy, hey. I play some video games. Like, I'm not a gamer. I'm very casual, and I suck at most of them, which is just, it's funny. So I just keep it cash. Oh man, when I have the ASMR mic going and the bird goes off, I'm like, no, my ASMR is ruined. Unless people like bird squawking ASMR. As I swear, there's an ASMR for everybody. Maybe one day I should just take the mic up to the bird and just record her making noises for like half an hour and be like, here, have some bird ASMR. I'm not really big into football very much. I do have cats. I have 5 cats. They're all terrified of the bird, because at one point or another, the bird has bit them in very sensitive areas. Like one of my male cats was hanging out near the bird cage, and the bird climbed down, climbed up on the couch, snuck over to the cat, and bit the cat in the family jewels. I'll say it like that because it's a male cat. So yeah, the cats are terrified of the bird because she's very bitey. I know, and my actual fox is adorable too. He goes, ah. Yeah, the cats fear the bird because the bird's obnoxious and terrifying and bites and has a very sharp beak. Like a very sharp beak. Like, she's bitten me a few times through a shirt and broke skin. I'm like, you motherfucker bird. And husband though hates the bird. Like, he only tolerates her because he has to. Because, you know, until we get our finances in order and the housing market stops being completely stupid, and we can, you know, find a decent house we can afford, we're stuck with this bird. But husband does not like it. Not one bit. He will, like, try to stare the bird down, like, don't you start with me. Don't you start with me, motherfucker. Don't you try and bite me. I like some anime. I'm not into, like, all anime, especially really long series with, like, a bajillion episodes. I can't get into that. Ain't nobody got time for that. When I was a kid, we had a conure. That bird was so goddamn loud. You could hear it outside the house, down the block sometimes, depending on how long and loud it would screech. We've gotten noise complaints from our neighbors from how loud that conure was. And the conure's name was Snuggles. But he wasn't very snuggly, he was just very loud and obnoxious. Okay, fine. He liked my parents. Like, he would snuggle with them, but he never really liked me. He would just try to, like, bite me and scream in my ear. I like some Marvel stuff, like Deadpool's my jam. Welcome back, Fran. Like, I really like Deadpool. Deadpool's awesome. Yeah, dogs can be weird. My dog, was really just great and friendly and everything for a long time. And then when I got pregnant with my first kid, she got so fiercely protective of me that she became dog aggressive. Like, no dog could come near her, no dog could come near me, or else she'll start barking her head off and lunging at them and stuff, even on leash. So I can't take her to dog parks anymore. I can only walk her at very weird times when I don't think there's another dog gonna be around. It's awful, because that behavior never went away, even after I had the baby. Just that behavior never left. It's crazy. I watched the OG Pokemon when it was just 150 of them, and easy to remember. Back when it first aired on, like, TV. Oh, thank you, thank you. I have fun cosplaying on, as a Catwoman and doing voices as her and such. Thank you for following me on Twitch. One of these days I'm just gonna do an ASMR where I just like type on my phone with my nails, because then you'll just hear this, you'll hear. That's all you hear. Some people like tapping. Some people find tapping very soothing. Femboy Hooters? What's Femboy Hooters? I watch some DC. Like, I used to like Batman. Batman was pretty cool. Power Girl. I have cosplay as Power Girl. She's my jam. There's a few DC characters I like. My in-laws want to know when they can pick up the kiddo. I used to like Sly Cooper, like, when it came out. I think it was on the PS2. That was a fun game. Oh, catch you later, friend. Hope you have a pleasant day/night. There was one. I forget what it's called, but it was in Texas, and it had dudes, and like a whole bunch of the food was phallic shaped. It was hilarious. I've heard of Jack and Daxter. Y'all are talking about stuff that came out when I was like 12. That's not exactly new. Keep in mind, I had an older brother who like played a whole bunch of games. Because back then, in the 90s and early 2000s, game systems were marketed to boys. They weren't marketed to families and everybody the way they are now. Goth IHOP? What's Goth IHOP? I've heard of regular IHOP. IHOP's actually pretty good. Usually. I have to say usually, because sometimes no. Hang on, I have to answer this, because this is from family. Hang on. I don't listen to other ASMR channels really. Like most I listen to would be like fireplace crackling or like rainstorms or like I also listen to delta wave music with binaural beats, stuff like that. Because I feel like if I want to listen to people talking, I'll just put on a podcast. Because podcasts can be like really long. Like I've seen some like 4-hour podcasts, and I'm like, that's just the right amount of time to listen to sleep with. I don't know if I played Ultimate, but I do like Smash Brothers Melee and Brawl. Alright, it looks like my household and the whole world is starting to wake up. So people are going to try to bug me. And I can't hide in my office forever. Because that would be rude. And not fair to the kids. So I'll probably get to sign off in a minute or two. Plus I've been on for like over 2 hours. Which is not my longest stream. Those of you who are OGs when I started doing streams on YouTube may remember that 12-hour stream I did. I don't know what I was on, but that was crazy. But I remember that. I watched Dragon Ball Z like way back in the day. Like way back in the day. Because it's old. Yeah, I don't even remember what I was doing for those 12 hours. I know I wasn't sleeping. I was just hanging out, chatting with people, and just vibing. We got into some good conversations. I'm gonna see how today goes, considering it's Super Bowl later, which is, if you're not from America, it's American football, and it's like the big game, and I don't really give a crap. I don't want to watch it. So I'm gonna see if maybe I can, spend that time doing something else. Like, maybe hop back on here and stream again and chill with y'all, especially the people who aren't on at this time, who may want to catch a stream. Or I may hop on Twitch as Orky and do an Orky stream. Or I may just, depending on how loud the house is, I could do an ASMR stream. That'd be fun. So I'll see what I can do. Because I really don't want to watch the Super Bowl. I'm just going to fall asleep. And then I'm going to get poked at by my oldest kid going, "Why are you asleep, Mommy? Why are you asleep? Why aren't you watching football? It's football." And I'm like, "It's boring." Right now, because my husband's deployed, I have my parents living here. Plus, I have my 2 kids. And then when my husband gets back, he'll live here too. I went through some financial hardships a few years ago, and I lost my my home. So I had to move back in with my pops. And then my mom didn't live in the house. She lived somewhere else to be closer to work. And then when COVID happened, she couldn't work in the office anymore. So she moved into Pops' house, so it's her, me, my kids, and Pops, and soon to be my husband again. Hey, Joey, you're awesome too. Maybe if I can get my tablet to work, I'll try to do like a drawing stream, but I can't make any promises. Because I haven't been able to get my drawing tablet to work. Something's wrong with it. And I've tried reinstalling the drivers. I've tried, you know, replacing the pen tips and cleaning the tablet thing itself, and just, it's not working. Well, enjoy work. Work is very, very important. It's how us in the world make our money dollars. I'm gonna be on Twitch next week. If things go according to plan, I'm not gonna be on my channel. I'm gonna be on someone else's channel for a collab, but I'm gonna link it on Twitter and on a community tab post on here, so y'all can find it. Aw, you have a wonderful day too. People bothering me. My household is a party. Sometimes an annoying one, but it's definitely a party. I've seen Madoka Magica like a long time ago, because it's an old anime. I would not spend $500 on an Optimus Prime figure because my brother was into Transformers. I never really got into it. Alright, I'm gonna give it another 5 minutes and then I'm gonna bounce because the world is starting to wake up. I'm starting to get texts and emails, and sounds like my kids are both awake, which means my folks are gonna be waking up and wondering what I'm doing. And I'm gonna have to explain to them, like, I don't want to watch the Super Bowl today. I want to do something else. Because I don't care about football, and I don't care about the commercials either. Find it all boring. Little Fox kinda likes the new Blue's Clues, sorta. Sometimes she'll pay attention to it. She really just likes the Wiggles. Like, she loves Wiggles. And I notice when I put on Miraculous Ladybug, she'll sometimes watch a little bit of it, and then lose interest. So really just, she's just more of a Wiggles fan. She can watch Wiggles like all day, every day. Hey, howdy, hey. How you doing? How's your day going? Man, with the heat popped on, it got really hot in here. Ugh. I hate not being able to control my temperature. I'm on a couple of medications that make it really hard for me to regulate my body temperature. So it could be like 40 degrees out, and I could just walk out with just like a thin hoodie and be fine. Meanwhile, everyone else is wearing like a big coat. Cutest Sesame Street character. That's tough. Because none of them are like overly cute. I've always liked Bert and Ernie because they were funny. I think Bert and Ernie were my favorite when I was a kid. Elmo always annoyed me. Oh. I think I hear a fox. I think I hear a fox that just woke up. Oh, I think that might be a Foxy Luxy. And she woke up. Oh, I don't think she sounds happy. And I bet her sister's too absorbed in TV or tablet to check to make sure she didn't, like, throw anything out of her crib to upset her. Yeah. Alright. Baby crying. I gotta go bounce. Sorry, y'all. I gotta go be a parent. If things go okay, I may be back on here or on Orky's Twitch later this evening my time during Super Bowl, because I really don't want to watch the Super Bowl. Even if it has funny commercials, I don't give 2 fucks about it. Alright, stay awesome everybody, and I will catch you all later. Bye. Bye.